himself. You gonna do it all by yourself, buddy? Okay. Amen. I'm thankful for what God's done. Just remember Brother Kenny. Then he said he'd be ready late. He had to pick up all of them at work. She got to get off at 5 o'clock. So let's remember that tonight. Let's remember one another.
Amen. Right.
We need to remember one another in prayer. And the Lord laid that message on my heart this morning on friendship. I didn't understand, Brother James, so I got to church this morning. I had a member tell me that they would probably be leaving the church. And I said, why? I said, well, because I'm not included in anything. The lady said all the women, they gather up and they just talk to themselves, but I'm never included. You know, that's where a friendship gets hurt. And that's where cliques go.
Amen.
We need to pray about this. So, preacher, that ain't none of my doing. You sure about it? Did you pay close attention this morning? But I've seen it. I've seen it myself in the church. She said, what do you mean? After service, 2 or 3 would walk and talk to each other, and that's it. No one else to talk to. See, that's not what it should be. We should talk each one to each other. Everybody. Well, maybe I don't like them. Well, if you don't like them here, you definitely ain't going to get to heaven with them. Because if you go to heaven with them, you got to like them up there. Not only you got to like them up there, you got to love them up there. There's a lot of people on earth, Brother Ricky, that I dislike their ways, but I love their soul. Yes, sir. You think I like some of y'all boys? And don't take offense when I say this. I don't, but I still have fellowship with you. Why? Because I'm supposed to love even through that. I'm supposed to love even through that. I'm supposed to show godliness even through that.
Right.
It burdens my heart to know that we've allowed ourselves to get to that point where people are thinking about leaving the church because of the way we act, the way we do. Well, if we get to that point, Brother Josh, we need to get to the altar and get ourselves right. So remember this, I ain't gonna say who it is, it ain't none of your business. That's word of confidentiality. But I can tell you now, we need to do some soul searching. Let me see that face. That's all. The Lord impressed on my heart today is I was trying to think. And it seems like people's going through battles today. Yeah. Andrew, you come on up here. I practiced this song right before service. Some of you heard it. But if you'll listen to the words of it, it'll help you. Because when you're in a storm and you're in a battle, He's not leaving. He's right there through it all. Yeah. I think that last one chord we did way too high. I think D was the best one. Richard, this day you want to start services, that Lord's impressed my heart to start. So just think about it. If you're in a battle today, listen to the words of this song. You've been in the storm. It seems like forever. Your night of confusion has been oh so long. ship has lost anchor, and the storms have drifting. You're not almost over. You can ride out the storm. Ride out to a storm. God under with you. You may not feel me, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Just remember His promise to never leave you. Though the waters are raging, they'll do you no harm. Don't give up on the battle, for your answer is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God's out there with you. You may not feel me, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. If you're in a battle today, you're in that storm.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Now's not the time to give up, Brother James. Brother Ricky, I remember being a little kid. You know as well as I do, Marie Taylor used to stand up here and she'd sing that song. Not many people's ever heard that song. That's one of the oldest songs there is. It's an old song. But I want you to listen to that last part of that second verse. Just remember God's promise. I'll never leave you, though the waters are raging. They'll do you no harm.
Yeah.
What that's symbolizing is that Satan coming against you in that battle. Whatever your battle might be tonight, that's Satan trying to come against you.
Yeah.
But they'll do you no harm. He can't hurt you. The only way he can hurt you is if you allow him to hurt you by not riding out that storm.
That's right.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ride it out. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't quit. Don't squander what you're doing. You hold on to him and you ride out that storm.
Amen.
That's not the time to be quitting. There's never a time to quit. But if you're in the middle of a battle, you're in the middle of a storm in your life, that's not the time to give up on God.
That's
Amen.
right.
That's when you should draw closer to him.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, he says, if you draw close to me, I'll draw all men nigh to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, if I know I didn't quote that exactly right, and you Bible scholars can correct me if you want to. But what are you getting at? That's when we should get right close to him.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know when I used to get right close to my dad, Brother James? Hey, when he was giving me a whipping, but during a bad storm, Boy, when I was little, I'd curl up in Daddy's arms and I'd get up there close to Daddy's arms. Why would you do that? Because I know there was safety in Daddy's arms. I can tell you tonight, thank God, that there's safety in the arms of Jesus. There's safety there. Hey, when you're in the middle of that storm, you're in the middle of that battle, that's when you should call up to Jesus and ride it out. Hey, He'll keep you safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Or yes.
Your ship has lost anchor, and your storms got you drifting.
Yeah.
Think about that.
It's a night of confusion. Now think about that. In the middle of a big old storm. I hope I'm saying this where you can understand it tonight. But in the middle of a big storm in your life, you say, well, there ain't nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. You know what you're starting to do? You're starting to drift a little bit.
Yeah.
You're starting to drift. You're a little, hey, you know what happens on a big ship, Brother Marshall, when they get in the middle of a big old storm and they start to lose their longitude and latitude lines and all that, they begin to drift off course. Why? Because now they ain't got the direction they need to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
They get confused on which way's which.
Yeah.
One of the hardest things to do, now I know some of you are going to argue with me on this, and that's fine. You have your belief, I'll have mine. But on a cloudy day, it's hard to walk outside and know which way, which direction is which direction. Why? Because if you do your directions right, you go off away the sunset.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it. But if it's cloudy, where's the sun?
Behind the cloud.
It's behind the clouds and you're confused. Why does people get so confused in the woods when they're walking and they get lost? It's because they can't see the sun to follow the sun.
Yeah.
You ever, I know some of you ain't, but if you ever been coon hunting, you'd understand what I'm saying. It's very easy in coon hunting to get turned around. It's pitch black dark and you're in them woods and hey, listen, you're not looking at which way you're going, you're just listening for those dogs to bark. And as soon as you hear that tree bark, Brother James, you're cutting the trail as fast as you can to that tree. Hey, I know, we used to. We'd almost run. And we wasn't looking at what direction we was going. Trying to get to them dogs to kill that coon. And when you get to that tree, and you've got that coon, then you've got to figure your way to get back out.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to get misplaced. It's very easy to get confused. In the middle of your storm, it's very easy to get confused. It's very easy to get confused. And you'll start drifting off course. You'll start drifting off course. But listen to this. Your night's almost over. You can ride out the storm.
Yeah.
Your night's almost over. I remember one time we was working down at Forest City, North Carolina, and down there they're bad to get tornadoes in the middle of the summer. I mean, it's terrible down there. I don't understand why anybody would live down there. There's two things about that place. I call it the gates of hell because of how hot it is and because how open it is. Here comes the tornadoes.
Yeah.
One summer we was working down there on Oak Street, down there, Brother James, in the middle of Forest City down there. And when we was working there, we was right down there next to 74. And the boy, about black clouds started showing up back through there. Brother Josh, and the storm started raging. Boy, it didn't take long, the big old raindrops started falling. But then, you know, what we started seeing, Brother James, we started seeing the clouds reach the ground. Was watching, hey, listen, I watched it. I sat there and I watched it grab a message board and spin it completely around and turn it over. And then went right down the middle of the job. Boy, hey, you listen, I was a grown man, had a wife and children, but there was some tears started welling up in my eyes, thinking, am I going to make it out of this storm? Am I going to make it through it? Hey, but you know what took place, Brother Ricky? It wasn't long that storm had passed on, and the sun was back out. Hey, when you get in the middle of your storm, you just hang on just a minute. Hang on for just a little while, and ride it out, because on the other side it's clear.
Come on,
That's
boy.
right.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's clear on the other side. The sun will start to show again. It's clear on that other side. Ride out your storm tonight. I ain't preaching tonight. Andrew's supposed to preach. Ride out your storms, girl. Quit giving in.
There you go. That's it. Exactly.
Quit giving into it.
Amen.
Man up. You know what a bull rider has to do every time he goes on the back of the bull? He has to man up.
Yeah.
He can't, no, he's not cowboying up, he's manning up. See, hey, Brother Ricky, once he's on the back of there, there ain't no coming off. He can't be a boy there. It's time to be a man at that time. You know what a race car driver does every time they strap into seat belts? They're manning up. You say, well, that's a boy sport. Okay, you run 200 and something miles an hour for 500 laps.
Yeah.
And have cars running beside you within an eighth of an inch of you and another car. They man up. I'm gonna give you a little thought here. An average race car driver loses 15 to 20 pounds a race. Weight. They have to man up. A lot of them has to take IVs after a race when it's real hot. What do you get if they man up and they go through it? They stay through that.
Yeah.
There's times you need to man up in your Christian walk.
There you go. That's it.
You might lose a little poundage
Yeah.
as you're going through it, but it'll never be bad poundage you lose.
That's right.
Or good poundage that you'll lose. That'll be always good poundage or bad poundage that you lose.
That's
Because
right.
you'll lose the weight of the sin that's keeping you in that storm.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
Sometimes we just man up and let's go through it.
That's right.
Don't give in, don't give up, don't give out.
That's it.
Right. Have you ever thought, well, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna give up. I ain't going another step. I ain't doing another thing.
Yeah.
He don't love me. Well, if he loved me, then why is this happening to me? I'll probably make you mad right here. Some of it you've done to yourself.
Exactly.
Amen.
You're right.
Now, there's some storms you didn't do. There's just storms of life you have to go through.
Yes, sir. Yes.
But most storms that we enter into, we do to ourselves.
Amen. You're right.
And then we blame him, saying it's his fault.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah.
No, he's just right there trying to pull us out of that storm that we put ourselves into.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't think we put ourselves in a storm?
Yeah, right.
How many of you ever get mad?
Yeah.
How many men do you ever get mad when you're working on something? And the more you get madder, the worse it gets, and then you don't ever get it done. Joe over here. We do it. I'm gonna get in trouble right here. I know I am. You'll be all right. How many of you ladies get up in the mornings and you look at your house and go, I'll clean it tomorrow. I'll clean it the next day. And before you know it, it's covered in trash. It's just nasty as can be. And you wonder, how did this happen? Boy, it looks like a storm's been through here. Yeah, the storm of you.
There you go.
Because you refuse to do it.
That's right.
You put yourself in a storm.
That's right.
You put yourself in a battle.
Yeah.
Men, when you can't finish something because you keep getting mad, frustrated, it's because you put yourself there.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to step back and say, not right now. I'm going to cool off, and then I'll come back and do it.
Yeah.
Or pick up the directions and read the directions.
Yeah.
Brother Marshall said, let somebody else do it. Well, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But the reason you give in to your battles and your storms, you start to get the drippings because you put that to the side.
That's right.
Yeah.
You lay the directions how to get out of the storm to the side.
That's it.
And you worry about yourself.
That's it.
Have you ever caught yourself saying this? Well, me and my family, we don't ever do nothing. We don't ever go nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, we don't ever. I couldn't tell you the last time me and my kids went to a theme park. I couldn't tell you the last time we went over there. We went to the fair. We went to this. Have you ever caught yourself saying that? Then you'll do the old saying, you'll rob Peter to pay Paul.
You're right, amen.
The next thing you know, you're in a hole and it's hard to see yourself out. And it's a storm and it's a battle.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you. And you say, well, preacher, you don't know what you're talking about. Boy, I tell you what, I just giving me all kinds of stuff tonight about this. Let me explain something to you. I know exactly about a battle. I know exactly about that. This past year, we went to the fair. I ran out of money, Brother Josh. Don't take long to run out of money. So I found an ATM machine. I've got $100 out. I had that in there. Well, before long, guess what, Brother Joe? That 100 was gone too. I found the ATM machine again and withdrew another 100. Now I'm down to about $20 to live on for the week.
Yeah.
Why is that? Well, it's the first time this was my saying right here. It's the first time we've been able to get out and do something. Wound up overdrafting to the sum of $400 and something.
Yeah.
And guess what, Brother Joe? I've been spending since September every month paying that back. Well, how do you still got a bank account? Because I got a good bank and they've worked with me. They're allowing me to make payments every month to pay it back. But I've had to give up some stuff to be able to pay that back. What did I do? And don't you know, there's a fighting arguing going around the house because of what? Because I would rather give my kids a good time than to pay my bills. So all winter, we argue and fought over house payment, over cars payments, over this and over that, because I couldn't make it, because I was trying to pay that back, trying to pay that. It was a battle, it was a storm I got myself into. Then at one point I blamed God. I said, God, if you let it be pretty and sunny and warm, I wouldn't have to worry about bills. Does that sound like us?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But I was the one that put myself in that storm. I was the one that put myself there. It was nobody else. I did it. I kept running that ATM machine. I kept doing it. And finally the Lord said, it ain't my problem. You keep it nice and pretty and clear where you can work. I give you the means to do it. It's just you squandered them means. And you put yourself through it. But here's what I will do for you. Let me have your hand. He said, come on, now don't sit there. He said, let me guide you through this.
That's right.
Let me help you through it.
Yeah.
Let me give you a guide to walk. Hey, because the bank at first, I was just ignoring the bank. I was going, until I get the money, I'm going to ignore them. That's ready to take a warrant out for mine and Sherry's arrest. Well, preacher, you're crazy. But then I started opening my mouth in the middle of that storm. Started leading, following God, and they started working. We started working it out where it could be paid back. And it's almost there, Brother Joe. And I can tell you this, though. Hey, I ain't had to worry here lately about stuff like that. Why is that? Because I got my eyes set back where they needed to be set. Hey, man, what did I do? I give my storm to God. The storm that I put myself into, I had to give it back to God.
Amen.
Boy.
And He led me out of it.
That's it.
Does it matter about a storm tonight? It matters a whole bunch about a storm. A storm will bring you to your knees.
Yes, it will.
or to fall you up on your back. The storm will bring you to your knees or lay you on your back. And I can tell you what, you blame God too much for it, and you're going to wind up being on your back and on your knees.
What manner of man is this?
That's like I've heard this saying, Phil. Right here, I'm about to see. Boy, I might make you mad right here. I've heard this saying, well, I would come to church, but I've got a sniff and I'm scared JD's gonna catch it. Don't use my son as your scapegoat.
That's right, exactly.
You're right, you're
Because
not.
you don't know something? God can take him out of here to where you ain't got that excuse no more.
That's it.
So don't use my son as your scapegoat
No, that's right.
for your laziness.
There you go.
Yeah, that's from God, that's right.
Right, amen.
Yeah.
What I'm
Don't put that on my boy. He ain't deserved that.
No.
Well, I know I've probably made some people mad right there. But that's why we're in storms. We use everything out of the world
That's it.
for a scapegoat.
There you go.
And for a reason not.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And we shouldn't be doing that.
No, sir.
That's why we can't come out of storms. That's why it seems like, Brother Ricky, we get in that storm, we stay in that storm. We can't ever come out on higher ground. You'll know something, if we give up, if I give up, or let me put it like this, if God give up the way we give up in a storm, he'd have never made it to the cross.
That's right.
Right, you never made it.
The first time they laughed at him, they hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard you explain this before?
They didn't talk to me like they got not. No, I don't want to say what they're going to listen to. It's like they got their own little group, and I don't like me. Wonder what would have happened if he'd have said that.
Yeah.
He'd have never made it there. See, he had to fight a storm that we couldn't fight,
Yes,
that we could not
there
win,
you go.
and that's that storm of sin. That's that storm that delivers us out of sin.
Amen.
Right, amen.
He fought it right here.
Sir.
We couldn't fight it, and we could not beat it,
No.
but he did.
Amen.
Yeah.
He did it, not us.
That's
I look sometimes, Brother Joe, and I'm wondering what would happen if we'd have had to fight that. I look a lot of times and I wonder, what if we'd have had to fight? What if we'd have went through that?
Yeah.
I looked at Joe today. He's sitting over there in that chair at the house. I said, Joe, you're gonna be asleep here in a few minutes. He said, no. Here in a few minutes, you know what? Joe gave up the ghost. I didn't mess with Joe. I left him alone. I let him get him some beauty rest.
Thank you.
But then Joe woke up. Now listen to me on this. Joe woke up. Went outside to smoke, and I was trying to sleep. Guess who started aggravating the far out of me?
Me.
Joe.
Yeah.
And then finally he eased off on that. And I got to start, I went into a good sleep. I started resting real good. Well, preacher, I don't like the way you're talking. You just get over it. But I started sleeping real good about that time. But as I was sleeping, Brother Ricky, you ever slept and just feel like God's talking to you the whole time? I got to thinking about this. How do we get out of the storm? I had no intentions of saying all this. I didn't want to sing the song, but God's just bubbling me over with it. How do we get out of the storm? Do we give up? Let me ask you this. When you was in high school and you had a girlfriend and your friend come up and wanted to try to steal your girlfriend, did you just give up?
No.
You fought tooth and nail. You women, if your friend come up and tried to get your boyfriend, I guarantee you fought tooth and nail to keep it. Because at that time, and this is what that's called, it's called puppy love. You were Twitter baited. I can't live without you. You're doing pretty good. Andrew was talking about he can name all his girlfriends on one hand, and that's including his wife. Last night, too. I said, buddy, I'm glad you can, because I can't. I can't tell you the name of one or two of them. Why is that? Because when I finally fell in love, I realized that wasn't love. Love has no drama.
That's right. There you go.
True love has no drama.
Exactly.
True love does. You should, if you're truly in love, you should not have any drama in that life. But see, we allow drama to come in because we bring it in.
There you go.
Right.
That's it.
And then we give up. That's why the divorce rate in America right now is at 98%. We're not willing to change. We'd rather have the drama.
You're right.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, you go to anybody that's ever been divorced, and the one thing they'd tell you, they wish they didn't have to do it, but they had to because of the drama that was going on. That's the truth. To get married, you had to be in love at one time or another. But the drama that come into it, that's a storm. And there's some storms you can't get past. A woman cheating on you or a man cheating on you, that ain't drama. That is nothing you can get past. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't forgive for that. Amen? Don't drive on me now.
You're right.
Don't give up on me now. We ain't done yet. I see you looking down like you're praying. It ain't prayer time yet.
You're right.
What is it, preacher? We've got to learn that we can't give up in our storms.
That's right.
I guarantee you that in 10 years they've been a storm. 10 years, right, marriage?
13.
Wow, 13. In 13 years of marriage, they've been a storm somewhere that long. And I bet you at some point you was ready to give up. But at some point you said, well, I'm going to keep battling. Why did he keep battling? Because he didn't want to give up on that storm. Because it hadn't reached a certain point to where there was no return.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
I bet you, Brother Joe, in 30-some years of going to church, there been some point that you was ready to give up in a storm and say, I'm done. I know you've told me that about 20 times over the last 11 years. I'm done. But at some point you said, well, there's a battle worth battling for. There's something worth fighting for. Even though this storm is hard, there's something to keep battling for.
There you go.
Amen. We're facing the storms on every hand today as Christians. I'll go ahead and hit it. I'm right there. I'll go ahead and say it. Amen. We're facing storms on every hand, Brother George. We got transgender bathrooms, gays, homosexuals. Hey, we got abortions and all this going on. It's not a time to give up, but it's a time to fight this storm and keep going through it.
Amen.
Right. Amen.
But you'll never make it through it if you won't give up.
There you go. That's it.
You don't think I've wanted to give up here? 11 years. 11 years this month I've been preaching for y'all. What's today's date? It might be close to today's date. It's about towards the middle of April. I come and started preaching for this church 11 years ago. over 11 years, you don't think there have been times I wanted to give up and give in? Hey, there have been times I've shut my Bible behind that pulpit, said I'm gone, I ain't coming back, and for some odd reason, I keep on coming back. Why? Because God's got a reason. God's got a purpose. God's got a reason we got to keep fighting. Hey, listen, it's not time to give up. It's not time to give in. It's time to keep fighting.
That's right. Amen.
Amen.
We got to be like David, Joe. We've got to stand back and say, hey, the battle's not mine, but I'm here, Lord, use me. Hey, guide me. I'm here in your name. And you know what happened? David's battle, he won.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just one time did he go out there. If I get this right, he took down the 4 other brothers, or 5. David took down all of Goliath's brothers. David was a little bitty statue man. He took down mighty giants. When he threw that stone, he hit Goliath here. Goliath didn't fall backwards, he fell forwards. You get hit here, you should fall backwards, right? I think that was the Holy Ghost. Not only did that rock come in there pretty good, but I think that's the Holy Ghost grabbing Goliath's head and saying, here, beat the rock. And it wasn't the one that layeth the smacketh down. It was the rock that is Jesus Christ, God Himself Almighty. That's who it was. But David couldn't fight that battle on his own. He realized that, Brother Marshall.
That's right.
He realized he couldn't fight the battle. But you know something? David eventually had to give it up. He said, Lord, it's yours. Lord, it's yours. It's yours. Lord, I can't fight this battle. Listen, you're going to get to a certain point when you're in a battle, you're in a storm, that I can't help you. That the church members can't help you. That only God Himself is the only one that can help you. You're going to get to that point in your life, in a storm, where the only person that can help you is God. Sure, you come to me, I can give you Bible scriptures, I can give you a few thoughts, redneck language, I guess you'd say. I can give you some thoughts on that, but then when it boils down to it, you're going to have to go to God.
Right. Amen.
I can't answer your questions. Dealing with biblical stuff, yes. Dealing with salvation, dealing in your storm, only God can. I wish tonight I could. I wish tonight I could take every bit of Josh's storm, every bit of Ricky's storm, every bit of all your storms and give you the answer. And show you how to get through them. But I can't. All I can tell you is you got to run to Jesus.
That's right.
Run to Jesus. Run to Jesus. Run to Him. When you're in that storm, run to Him. Don't give in. Don't give up. Don't quit. Go to Jesus.
That's right.
Go to Jesus, Brother Joe.
You're right. That's all right.
Don't give up. Don't give in. As Andrew, you come on up here, we're going to do this again. If you're in a storm tonight, as we sing this song, if you're in a battle tonight, the storm's got you drifted. There's confusion in your life. As you stand to your feet, would you come and get the guidance? Let's go to Jesus. You've been in the storm. Seems like forever. But I know your future. Has been oh so long. chip kind trailer. And the stones got drifting. The night's almost over. So ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God right there with you. You may not feel me, oh, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but the morning is coming. So Jesus, and right after storm, just remember this moment. They'll never leave. Till the waters are raging, and I'll lose you no more. Don't give up on the battle, for your answer is coming. Just hold on, Jesus, and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God right there with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but the morning is coming. Hold on to Jesus, and ride out your storm. God touch. Lord, I trust. God, touch Jesus still in. got anything on their heart they'd like to say? Testimony, something? Anyone?
Thank God for that. Like they've been about over 30 years. They've been with you down, I've been trying, I'm doing give up. Give up and walk away, you know. Gone too far now to turn back. Not turning back from nothing in this world. Well, and nothing give, and nothing offer me. So cat couldn't, the law, that's all they have to offer me, is no casket the law. They went into it, I'm temporarily gonna be planted. Planted, I'm not gonna be buried, I'm gonna be planted.
That's right.
Lord showing, take me back home, I'm gonna be with him forever.
Amen, Brother Joe.
Yeah.
Anyone else got testimony?
I mean, I remember, you know, I did stuff down, I hate it, I really did. Didn't mean to, didn't want to, but I did say these what I should. And I just fall down and I think, why did this happen? It's like, did I not have no control over it now? And I mean, it makes you wonder how this happened. You know you hate it. I knew all the time I hated that game. But here I get caught in it again. Yeah. And I wondered, how did I let myself? And you talk about a heart attack. And then start getting over it. Gambling. Start getting a little further along. But you know, each one of them storms, I learned a little more.
Amen, Brother Joe.
I drank a little drink.
Yep.
Every time, I get a little better at it. You know, pretty soon, you know, you'll, I guess, grow up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. Yeah. And with some of the problems that I know of that other patients got, I ain't got the right to condemn them, but I sure got the right to pray for them.
Amen.
So, wait, wife up here praying. And I can feel her pain. I know it's gotta be painful, but it's gotta be painful for him too. If we actually been praying for him where we should.
Something to think about.
I'll tell you something, I don't care what anybody's doing, that's not my business. My business is to try to pray for them and help them do it.
That's right.
So, anytime, that anybody in this church got a problem, if I can say something to comfort them, or something I can do to help them, let me know. I'll try. Because I've been through these storms. Oh, I know how hurtful they are. I've been so imperfect that I wonder a lot of times why God keeps taking me back.
Right.
He promised He would. He promised that if you pray and seek my face and turn from your wicked way.
Yeah.
And I do. And I have. But then something else is breaking up. I'll be right back in. But you know what? That's what life's all about. It's happening over and over and over. And one thing that men teach you say all the time. It's not how many times you get knocked down, how many times you get back up. I'm standing up. I'm upright right now. Might not be long, I'll be laying down forever. But right now, I still pray.
Amen.
I still ask God for forgiveness.
That's right.
I thank Him for every time that He's allowed me back in.
Anyone else tonight?
No, Pastor, remember I told you a while back that I was in a boat that I was part of being in.
Yeah.
But that was that storm. She
Yes, sir.
preached, brother. I had to realize that I wanted this process to find somebody but it wasn't in my time, it was his time,
Amen, brother.
that he would send the right one. And I know it, and I just want to give glory to his name. I just want to praise him, because when he does the work, he does a mighty work.
Amen, brother.
Give glory to his name. We should do it every day. Praise God.
Brother Marshall told me, he said, I'm in a boat, I'm tired of paddling. We've all been there, we've all been to that point, where we're tired of paddling.
Didn't want to be in that boat, but God brought me out of it. Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Anyone else tonight? All right. Come on, Brother Andrew, and give us a Lord's laid on your heart.
You done the preaching, brother.
Well, why don't you do that? Y'all can be seated. I haven't got liberty to dismiss yet, so I'm waiting. Anyone else got a testimony?
Know that I'd like to keep somebody up in prayer. Yesterday I found out that a friend of mine in California, a friend of hers was going to her daughter's soccer game, and they got T-boned, and the little girl lost both of her parents in the same day.
Let's remember that. Let's remember that. Anyone else got testimony? Yeah, Abe?
Thank God for saving me. There's no other fault.
Amen. It was on a Monday, somebody touched me. It was on a Monday, somebody touched me. It was on a Monday, somebody touched me. It must be in the hand of the Lord. It was on a Tuesday, somebody touched me. Whatever day it was that you got saved, stand your feet. Somebody touched me. It was on a Tuesday. Somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. It was on a Wednesday. Somebody touched me. It was on a Wednesday. Somebody touched me. It was on a Wednesday, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. It was on a Thursday, somebody touched me. It was on a Thursday, somebody touched me. It was on a Thursday, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. It was on a Friday, somebody touched me. It was on a Friday, somebody touched me. It was on a Friday, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. It was on a Saturday, somebody touched me. It was on a Saturday, somebody touched me. It was on a Saturday, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. It was on a Sunday, somebody touched me. It was on a Sunday, somebody touched me. It was on a Sunday, somebody touched me. It must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, 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 somebody touched me. Glory, 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 somebody touched me.
Glory, 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 somebody touch me. Forced within the hand of the Lord.
All hearts and minds clear. Now, if you got a song in your heart and you ain't sung, you got something to say, testimony to give, and you ain't done it, then you're robbing me and everyone else of a blessing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to deal with God all night, not me. Amen.
Right.
But if all hearts and minds are clear,
You know, I was thinking of a song, brother, that them ladies sing. They ain't got to sing it if they don't want to, but deals with that storm you're talking about. Stand still and let God move. Amen.
they wanna sing, come on.
Amen. Stand still and let God move. Praise the Lord.
Have a seat.
Should be number 14. That's the right one. What number?
He wants to know what number it is. 2.
Are they all dead? Hey, Ken, I guess we'll have more batteries.
The Father has a plan, though it's hard to see it now.
Yeah.
You feel you're walking all alone,
Listen up.
but He is there, no doubt. When the storm around you rages, and you're tossed to and fro, when you're faced with life's decisions, not sure which way to go, stand still and let God move. Standing still is hard to do. When you feel you have reached it, He'll make a way for you. Stand still, let God move. When the enemy surrounds you and the walls are closing in, when the tide is swiftly rising and you wonder where He's been, friend, there never was a moment that His arms weren't reaching out. You can rest assured and be secure. God is moving right now. Stand still, let God move. Standing still is hard to do. When you feel you have reached the end, He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. When you feel you have reached the end, He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. The answer will come, but only in His time. Stand still and let God move. Stand still and let God move.
Hey, y'all say it was.
you ever tried to measure just one sin, seeking forgiveness with your heart knows within? Our God will not judge us on how big or how small. He looks for Calvary's blood to cover it all. The blood, it covered it all. Love has no boundaries. She's dictated for. New in the beginning, that man would surely fall. I'm glad the Savior's precious blood covered it all. Try to imagine how this miracle took place. Love beyond measure, my God's amazing grace.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're weary, we might stumble and fall, but just one drop of His precious blood, it covered it all. The blood, it covered it all. Love has no boundaries. It's dead, paid in full. New in the beginning, that man would surely fall. I'm glad the Savior's precious blood covered it all. Jesus, in the beginning, that man would surely fall. I'm glad the Savior's precious blood. Yes, it was in precious blood covered it all. Covered it all.
Amen.
I've been there, and so have you. The sky turns gray out of the blue, and the gathering clouds replace the perfect day. It's never felt this dark before, and as the rains begin to pour, though it's just begun, it didn't come to stay. Above the storm, the sun still shines. The reasons for the silver lines. You can see the skies are blue. It's all clear from heaven's view. Above the storm, a peaceful calm. He reigns the winds within His palm. So you can trust in Him when clouds begin to form. Because the sun still shines above the storm. Right now there's nothing you can do. There's still a haze you can't see through. And the fear within can take away your smile. But in your darkness He will dwell. And as He draws you to Himself. But on the other side, just know storm, the sun still shines. The reasons for those silver lines. You can't see the skies are blue. It's all clear for heaven's view. Above the storm, a peaceful calm. He reigns the winds within his palm. So you can trust in him when clouds begin to form. 'Cause the sun still shines above the storm. The lightning strikes, the thunder quakes, reminds you of your worst mistakes. But soon the rain fades at his will, when the master whispers, peace, be still. Above the storm, the sun still shines. The reasons for those silver lines. Though you can't see the skies are blue, it's all clear from heaven's view. Above the storm, a peaceful calm. He reigns the winds within his palms. So you can trust in him when clouds begin to form. 'Cause the sun still shines above the storm.
Amen. Amen. The sun still shines above the storm.
Amen.
Well, maybe they should have said sun out before I ended up getting carried away there. Amen.
Yeah.
All hearts and minds clear tonight.
Pastor, just let me read a verse right here. Verse 2. It says, unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Listen to this verse right here. This is how we get through the storms, folks. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Lead me in thy truth and teach me. For thou art the God of my salvation. On
Amen.
thee do I wait all the day.
There you go, bro.
Amen.
Those two verses right there is how we can get through these storms, folks.
Amen, brother.
Yep.
Just ask the Lord to show us his paths. He'll lead the paths for us. Let's just follow him through the storms.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So we can ride out the storms. Just let God be the leader and let's be the followers tonight.
Amen.
Don't give up. Just get that stronghold and don't let go.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
That's the truth.
All right. Wednesday night, 7:30. We're starting in Revelations chapter number 4. We're starting there and we're going to take off. And go. Amen. Go praying, come praying. Don't forget to tell someone about Jesus. Brother Mark, if you would dismiss us in prayer and after you pray for the Lord.
Lord, we thank you for this service we have tonight, Lord. God, we pray for one another. And God, be with us through this week as it approaches, Lord, and help us through each and everything. And God, we love you with our heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Amen and amen.
You're living.